welcome back to me playing Fallout. Last time we reached the little quaint stop village of Junktown and helped around town, especially helped get Killian back in full control of the town. Kill Gizmo, the casino owner and the owner of everything that was bad, according to one of the prostitutes at the crash house. Anyway. Let's talk to Killian now. We want information about a potential water chip after all, right?
Well, howdy. What can I do for you today?
What's there to do around here?
Oh, we got tons to do. The Scum Pit's on the east side by the entrance. Great drinking place. Gizmo's is near there. And if you're hurting, Doc Morbid's your man.
How about telling me a bit about this town?
Well, Junktown's not much, but it's home. Mostly we trade with people or let them forget their troubles for a bit. Of course, we have our share of problems.
What other cities are around here?
Well, travelers tell me there's a bunch of crazies up north called the Vipers, another group of yahoos out east called the Cons. Neither one of them likely to invite you to supper as anything but the main course, if you know what I mean.
What else is outside Junktown?
Well, you got the hub southwest. Don't go south, though. That'd be Necropolis. The, climate's bad there, rain or shine, if you understand what I'm saying.
Well, thanks for the information. Can I ask you a few more questions?
Well, why not? Ask away, friend.
Actually, I'll better go. Let's just leave now. We're gonna go. We have information now of a new location called Necropolis to the south. Now, I don't know, I don't think it's completely to the south. I think the locations there got a bit mixed up. However, we do know that Necropolis exists, and for those that know or don't know, Necropolis actually has our goddamn water chip. Of course, our character does not know that, so how do we know that? Well, we have to find information that will lead us to the water chip, right? Alright, so that's Necropolis. See, it's actually southeast. To the south is the hub. Our next location. Let's go to the hub. Now, the hub is the biggest trading center early on. Just a few squares down south, there is the boneyard, and there you can find the biggest guns in the game. Pretty goddamn fast, as long as you have the money. But we don't have that kind of money. So here's the hub. The hub is basically the center of caravan trade. There is plenty of caravan companies, plenty of little merchant stores, you know, merchandise like weaponry, chemicals, bookstores, just normal trade stores, and any supply store you need is in here in the hub. And as you can see, there's plenty of guards, plenty of police officers of the hub. It's basically like somehow of a civilized place, similar to Junktown. Now here we have the well, there's the Crimson Caravan. You might remember that from New Vegas, don't you? Well, Crimson Caravan grew up quite a lot from New Vegas, didn't it? It did indeed. It started here in the hub. Here at the Maltese Falcon, there is a crime group down here. You can talk to this guy and try to join them and do some bad stuff. And there is a loaning bank if you want. Come here. We don't want to go there. There's Bob's Iguana Bits, the very original Bob that creates Iguana Bits. Guns. Can't go wrong there. There is a police station. And of course there is the Fargo Traders. And down south there is the water merchants. Right now there should be, unless if I get it wrong, this lady over here should have some information regarding water chips. Hi, welcome to the library. I don't think I have seen you around this part before. What might you be looking for in the way of knowledge? I'm looking for a water chip. Well, in my studies I have come across some reference to such things. Actually, I have in my possession a holodisk that might contain a certain amount of information that you might find useful. Ooh, can I have the holodisk? Information is hard to come by. In this day and age, I will need to charge you 750 hub bucks for the disc. Hub bucks just outright means caps. Now, it looks like a worn holodisc if I've ever seen one, and I have one of these my friend's contacts. I can contact him and he'll tell you the very same thing. And you know, if I'm getting to sell this again, I'm gonna charge it $500. I'm sorry, but I can only accept the full amount for the holodisc. Please return when I have the amount. Well, lucky me, I've actually traded a couple of things with Killian, so... Hey. Alright, let's trade it for 750. If I had Mr. Stapleton takes your money. As I may have explained, you will need to use this and then access the information through your Pip-Boy. Mrs. Stapleton's hands you the holodisc. Thanks. The holodiscs are, you know, you good old holodisc that you even find in future Fallout games. It's just like a cassette, essentially. So we're gonna use it, and we download from the disk, you gain 100 experience points. We go to our Pip-Boy, and under status, vault locations. There we go. Vault locations, version 34.129 revision C, Western USA. Hello and welcome to the latest edition of the Western United States Vault Location pamphlet. We hope you enjoy the pamphlet, and remember, vaults are not just for the upwardly mobile, but for everyone. Vault 12. Under the sprawling metropolis of Bakersfield lies the technological magnificence of Vault 12, built with every amenity in the mind of the prospective Vault Dweller. Vault 12 was given the Pressed Vault Suit Award for attention to preparedness. Buried far underground, the protection that Vault Dwellers will receive will be unprecedented. Much like all other Vault 12 has been fitted with the newest Vault water purification system. Ding, 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 ding. Able to take even the waste located in the sewers of Bakersfield. The system is able to deliver over 15,000 gallons of pure, refreshing drinking water every day. Vault 13. Located in a scenic mountainous region northwest of Vault 12, this vault offers an endless supply of pure water to the inhabitants. The rumors that the water table in the area could easily be contaminated in the event of a nuclear war have been found by the Department of Water and Power to be completely unfounded. In the event that the water in the area were to become tainted, remote even though it may be, Vault 13 has been fitted with the government-approved Vault water purification system, rated to work without significant loss of output for over 250,000 hours. Is that correct? 250,000 hours, that's a long time. Prospective Vault Dwellers should have nothing to fear. Vault 15. Due east from Vault 13, construction on this vault has gone extremely smoothly. Much work is done to reinforce the walls of the third level of the vault, to make all the future vault dwellers more secure in the knowledge that in the event of even a major earthquake, the regulatory computers of the vault would continue to function. Recent tours of the newly constructed vault have had many a potential vault dweller walking away with a newfound awe of the improvements done to this already impressive vault. There we go. Vault 12, found in Bakersfield. Where is Bakersfield? Necropolis. Thanks, lady. Now, there are other means to do this. The other means, well, you can either just hazard it after Killian tells you, hey, there's Necropolis, don't go to Necropolis. Well, what if I go to Necropolis? Other than that, in the southern section of town, other than the children of the cathedral, which we don't want to talk to right now, there is the water merchants. Quite literally, what do? They trade water. They have their own purification system and they can create water. You can ask the lady here inside, I believe, someplace. Oh, there. This lady will give you information that if you're searching for a water chip, the guys at Necropolis might actually give you a hint, because they turn away all the water that the water merchants offer. Furthermore, you can actually take a deal from the water merchants and request them to take water to your vault. What is the advantage to that? Well, your timer increases by 100 days. 100 days is not little. The disadvantage is, if you have an unpatched version of Fallout, so basically GOG version does not mean it doesn't happen in the GOG version of the game. If you do have an unpatched version, well, after the first timer there is another timer of like I believe 350 days to finish the storyline of the game. If you don't do it in 350 days, the game is over. But the trade-off is, if you actually convince, or rather actually accept the trade for 100 days extra of water, that second timer would diminish by 100 days later. But since I have the game patched, I have more or less 10 years after I find the water chip. And believe me, 10 years is much. Why 10 years? Well, it isn't as much a plot reason as it is a game engine limitation reason. The same engine limitation is present in Fallout 2. Outright, you get 10 years of time in Fallout 2. If you cannot finish the game in... For crying out loud, if you cannot finish the game in 10 years, you're a goddamn slow player. I'm sorry to say that, but 10 years is a lot of time. But yeah, it's game over, automatically game over. Now, in this section of town, well, we're just gonna go quickly and try to see what this merchant over here has. Ian will tell us more about him. Jake's weapons. High prices, but really good guns. Hey, Jake. Hi, welcome to Jake's. I've got some great merchandise in stock. Feel free to look around. Sure. What you got? We're not gonna go too deep into the dialogue for now. He has the metal armor. He has rocket launchers, assault rifles. He has the combat armor, sniper rifles even. Whoo boy. Does he have the power fist? He does not. He does have a combat shotgun, which is 7 grand. Oh, that's a bit too much for me, in my honest opinion. How much would this be? Nope. Nope, we're not doing that. How much about a sniper? Sniper is really cheap, actually. Tycho with a sniper rifle would be monstrous. Can we deal this? Can we do this deal? If I gave him all of my flares, my dynamite, my grenades, my machine gun, this 9mm pistol ammo, some iguana sticks, some pistols, flipping hunting rifles, even one of those medkits. Sure, I don't need it. You can have it. Some of these ammo, perfect. Now we're just lacking about 811. Yeah, I think it's exactly 811. Ha! My mathematics never fails. There we go. Just like that, we got a sniper rifle. Yo, Tycho! Come here. Buddy. Oi. Let's barter. I got some fancy little gun for you, buddy. Granted, it uses the 223 full metal jackets, but... Sniper rifle is pretty decent. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to say... combat tactics, draw your best weapon. There we go. Now he should be drawing the sniper rifle instead of his shotgun. And we're gonna have a very fun time. Now then, on to Necropolis! Now, the trip to Necropolis should be fairly safe for us. Fairly. There is sometimes like the odd ghoul trying to murder you on the way there, but as you can see, we've reached it pretty safely. Let's wait until morning time and enter Necropolis, also known as Bakersfield. Now, if you played New Vegas, and you know that some of the soundtracks from the original Fallout games 1 and 2 made it to New Vegas, and this one is one of them actually, the City of the Dead. Now, these guys, I'm not sure if they're hostile. Yeah, they are. But you gotta really get very close to them. These are ghouls. They're just your plain old ghouls, and they're really easy to kill. At this point of the game, a simple brass knuckle is able to do the job for us. Even Ian is able to kill them. Now look at this! Haha! 31 damage, and it wasn't even a critical. 33 damage. Yeah, Taiko is now officially a monster. He has the best weapon he can use. Well, these ghouls were taken care of pretty fast. So yeah, basically NPCs are limited to the kind of animation they have. The bald guy with the leather armor can have only rifles. The raider guy with the leather jacket can have pistols and submachine guns like weapons. So basically, if they have that sprite, they can use that weapon. Let's go down in the sewer. I said, let's go down in the sewers. Thank you. Now there in the sewers, there is nothing really bad. At most you're gonna encounter is a couple of mole rats, which, by the way, back in Fallout 1, they looked much more terrifying than whatever they do in Fallout 3 or 4 in New Vegas. Doggy, no! These are greater mole rats, but honestly, they're nothing to really be worried about. We can take care of these guys pretty fast. They're not doing any damage, actually. Oh, Taiko missing. I do believe a sniper rifle has a disadvantage for hitting close-range targets, but I might be wrong. I might be mistaking this game for another one. Yeah, I might be mistaking it for XCOM. I do know that snipers in XCOM have that issue. Don't mind me. Yeah, Dogmeat is just outright invulnerable. Oh no, Dogmeat, no! Don't hit Dogmeat. Dogmeat is important for us. There's a couple of dead ghouls around here. This is a cattle prod. It's one of the better melee weapons you can find early on. However, it needs energy cells. But it does astonishing damage. 12 to 24. It is considered, I believe, a two-handed weapon though, so the actions you need to use it are increased. Yeah, it requires 4 action points instead of only 3. You can lower that with perks, by the way. There is bonus... there's gonna be bonus... What was it? Bonus hand-to-hand attacks or something like that. I believe that's one of the perks you can get, which allows you to attack more times. It lowers the action point requirement for every attack, melee or unarmed, by 1. So yes, I would need only 2 action points to hit with my brass knuckle. Not bad, huh? Wait! Don't shoot! Alright. Hello. Thank you for not shooting first. Can I help you with anything? Yes, I'm looking for water. The surface of the Necropolis underwater is controlled by Set and his ghouls. We are a much more peaceful group which disgusts Set. Who is Set? Set is a ghoul like us, but has assumed a certain amount of power in the above-ground world. He's an oath. Why does he let you survive down here? He does not speak of it, however Set is afraid of not having enough people to defend Necropolis if it ever needed it. So, he gives us what water we need. I need water for my people. If you know where he gets it from, tell me now. Now, that sounds like a threat, doesn't it? I'm looking for a water chip to give my people the water they need. Do you know where I might find one? Since our pump stopped working, we have been getting our water from a place under the ground. I have heard that a water computer is being used to purify the water. Where is that? The watershed is to the north. You'll need to take the sewers to get there. Thanks. You aren't thinking of taking the water chip from us, are you? Why? If you take the water chip from us, then we will all die. With our water pump broken, we need it to survive. Is it possible that your pump could be fixed? That may be difficult. The parts needed to fix the pump were lost in the sewers under the watershed. Why is that so difficult? The sewers there are filled with monsters, and none of my people that I have sent to retrieve them have come back. Are you willing to retrieve the parts so that the water pump can be fixed? Sure. Thank you. When you get the parts, return here. It is possible that I can help you further. Okay, I'll be on my way then. You are welcome. Alright, now this sewer is a bit of a maze to me. I don't ever remember where I have to go, but I do remember that there is a specific place with lots of rats and lots of small rats that I need to visit. And it will have the broken parts, or rather the component parts for fixing the pump. These are cave rats. I don't know if these are the stronger variation of the rat. I don't even know if the game has the stronger variation of the rats. I do remember that there is one. There's mutated... No, that's actually in Fallout 2, I believe, in Redding. There is mutated rats which actually poison you or something like that. They're ridiculous. They're really strong. But these guys, nah, they're just the kind of that we encountered already early in the game. Honestly, I don't want to bother with them. Tiger reloads the sniper rifle. I'll keep this short. Dogmeat has like 200 action points. The fucker. Ow! No. I was critically hit for no damage. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. Alright. No one gets hit in my turf. Or rather, no one gets hurt in my turf. Hello. Yeah! Yeah! I missed an immobile target. How much of a moron can you be? Thanks, Tycho. Is the part here? I don't think it is, but I think... Yep. Plasma pistol. Now you see the sprite, you might not recognize it immediately, but if you go into New Vegas and you have Gunrunner Arsenal DLC installed, I believe this is what it's called in New Vegas, a plasma defender. It has exactly the same shape. It's sexy as fuck. It is our first energy weapon we come across, by the way, and that is probably the sole reason why I decided not to go with them. But it does so much damage, and it does plasma damage. Plasma is possibly the damage type that you're gonna have the hardest time to get a resistance of. I have no idea why Fallout 4 had Bethesda with Fallout 4 had the brilliant idea to make plasma the same damage type as laser, but they did. Whatever. That was actually the nice thing about lasers versus plasma. Lasers were actually very easy to defend against, but if you found a target that had only a leather armor, laser just torn them a new asshole straight in the middle. Plasma outright melts everything. I don't believe even in Fallout 2 the best armor in the game gives you a huge plasma resistance. Plasma is a pretty tough bastard. It is. Yeah, we're gonna discuss a bit about the lore of this place. Yeah, that's where we're headed at, but we need to first leave this place. Up here. Now we're in the water pump level of the game, and up here we're gonna meet our first ever super mutant! Hello, Larry. We're not gonna talk to him right now. Now, if you want a bad ending to the game, you can finish the game right here, right now. Just like that. You can talk to the mutant leader here. He'll take you to their leader, and if you accept the offer from their leader, it's the bad ending of the game. I could show you, but for the sake and purpose, I'm gonna leave that for the special 9th episode with a stupid character. We're gonna have to use a lot of methods, I feel. I believe this is the right way to go, though. It seems like it is. Alright, good. I remember something. Cool! Now, I don't rightly remember, though, which exactly is the... Oh yeah, there is the junk pieces. You can probably see them. If I had a mouse cursor, I could show you. But obviously, every single rat in the game decides to move in this turn, so I cannot really take my turn. There we go. There they are. Those are the junk pieces that we require to fix the watershed pump. Oh! Exploded half of his head right there. Yeah, Bloody Mess is really violent, and we're gonna get a special ending because of Bloody Mess. It's gonna be fun. Kind of. Punching everything to death. Can I actually get a nice little hit in the eyes? 24 hit points of damage. Not bad. Not bad at all. Interestingly enough, we can actually see this small alcove here. Some ladders going up, and actually a well going downwards. Now, lore of Necropolis. Necropolis is Bakersfield, a big city that has been nuked. I believe there was a nuke in close proximity of Necropolis, or whatever remains of it. The intro cinematic that you see, like the television panning away, the zoom pan out of the television, and then like big skyscrapers being destroyed. That is actually Necropolis, I believe, defined by the developers as Necropolis intro. So there was an actual nuclear bomb that dropped someplace close by, but Bakersfield had Vault 12 underneath. Now, what was the deal with Vault 12? We know that every vault has was part of a social experiment. Now, let me just check. All right, I'm fine here. Yeah, every vault was part of a social experiment. What was Bakersfield Vault about? Well, I think the population of the town can pretty much explain to you what it was all about. The vault seals were malfunctional. They knew. The people that created the vault knew that the sealing doors were not working properly. So they all turned into ghouls eventually. I also believe it's one of the first vaults to open also after the war. It was scheduled to open like 5 years after the war or something like that. I'm not sure on the time schedule, but certainly a gruesome experiment, as you can see. Set is actually one of the ghouls that are part of. They are part of the vault dwellers of Vault 12. Who have returned? Do you have the parts needed to repair the water pump? Yes, here they are. Well, it looks like you may need some help with the parts. Here are some books that we have found littered around. They may help you. Now please take the parts to the watershed and repair the pump. So we got ourselves some Dean's Electronics or something like that? Yeah, Dean's Electronics. And this is a skill book that increases your mechanics skill. Yeah, it doesn't increase your computer skills. It increases your mechanics skill. We're just gonna equip the junk we got in our item 2 slot. And we're gonna go back to the water pump. Now, unfortunately, the water pump and its shed is guarded by the mutants. The mutants are not hostile right away. They are pretty goddamn stupid. Inside the watershed is Harry.
Hey, you not look like ghoul. How come?
This is Harry the mutant. He is really dumb, and if you are dumb, you can have a brilliant dialogue with him. So, we are smart. How do we outsmart him? Well, we tell him, but I am a ghoul.
You not ghoul. I knew. Not fool Harry.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
You not ghoul. Or to say, not ghoul, not be here.
Who's giving you orders?
Blue tell me watch place. Not let no one in. Not normals most. Take normals to the loo. Hey.
But I'm not a normal.
Ooh, Harry confused. You not ghoul. You not normal. What you?
I am a highly advanced robot.
Okay. Harry, think what to do.
Now, if you have actually a good charisma and or was it charisma or speech skill, you can just outright tell him, "I'm a ghoul," and he'll be like, "Oh, okay, cool, bye." And there is actually a ghoul that is unfortunately locked here. I believe he's locked. Yeah, he's locked. Let's try to unlock it with our less than optimal lockpick skill. Can we not jam this, please? Do I have... Oh, I do have lockpicks. This actually helps a bit. Ah, there we go. Hello. Thanks for letting me out. Where does the water come from? They pump it from the wells below. There is a manhole in the cell next door that leads to the old vault. This is the source of the water. If it wasn't for the ones below, we would be a lot better off. What do you mean? It is difficult to make the old tech work properly. Sometimes the glowing ones lash out whenever we go down there. Us ghouls just leave them alone, and the big mutants don't seem to care one bit. Good luck. Bye. Alright, we took care of that guy, and he's free, of course. We gained 500 experience points. Now, hopefully Harry here will not mind us just jerking around. We're gonna use the parts on this pump. Ba-bam! We successfully fixed the pump, and now they no longer need the water chip from the vault. This means we are free to go down and enjoy our little stay. Unfortunately, glowing ones are down here. The original glowing ghouls are down here. And they are big minis. So we're gonna equip ourselves with our brass knuckles and engage in combat. You tread without permission! You tread with your fucking face being torn apart by my fist. Oh crap! Haha! Didn't expect the bad man ring, did you? Gotcha! Have a nice day. There we go. Here is Vault 12. The ceiling door is missing, presumably inside the its engine. But as you can see, everything here is rusted. It's like completely destroyed. The elevators function. I don't know if there's anything in particularly interesting on this floor. I don't think. I think the vault itself is dead empty by and large. So let's go to the third floor or rather level. There is a couple of lockers in the armory. This room looks particularly ransacked. And indeed, it's pretty goddamn empty. I don't know if there are chests down here. No, they're not. Okay, cool. Every computer here is turned off. So let's go towards the control room, shall we? Can we not trigger these guys? Let's see. Yep, we can. The overseer room is completely missing. There is no overseer room in this vault. However, this water processing control computer is functional. By using it, there we go. 2,500 experience points for getting ourselves a water chip. A water purification control computer system chip. Looks surprisingly like the chip that your vault needs. Surprisingly. Ah, there we go. Bonus hand-to-hand attacks. You have learned the secrets of arts of the East. Your punch just faster. In any case, your hand-to-hand attacks cost 1 action point less to perform. It also works for melee. Don't believe what they say. Bonus move gives you 2 free action points for purposes of only moving in combat. Earlier sequence we've seen. Educated gives you 2 skill points for every level. Faster healing, we know. Friendly foe, I believe friends are highlighted in green instead of red. Heave-ho is 2 strength for purpose of determining a range only. So, oh yeah, for thrown weapons, alright. Night vision, presence, quick pockets, rad resistance gives us 10% radiation resistance. Ranger, you are better able to avoid unwanted attention while traveling through the waste. Your chances of a hostile random encounter is lowered by each level of this perk. Smooth Talker we've seen, Sneak Eater gives us poison resistance, Strong Back we've seen, and Swift Learner we've seen. We're going to go with bonus hand-to-hand attacks, because it's amazing. We're also going to increase our speech to 105 now. And because we can, unarmed to 140, and I believe unarmed is fine like that. We're gonna start increasing our science now a bit. We're gonna need that science. We're gonna avoid these ghouls completely, and if we check our Pip-Boy, 122 days left. And guess what we just got ourselves? A flippin' water chip. Pretty early, huh? Huh? So as you can see, you people that panic about timers, 150 days is a lot. A lot for this game, alright? It's a lot, a lot, a lot. And we've done a good thing, and we traded for that good thing. Sure, we stole their water purification system, cheap, but we got ourselves this pump fixed, so that's cool. Now let's see if Harry will mind me passing through. I'm gonna save the game in case if I have to fight him. He has a flamethrower! He hurt. He hurt a lot. He don't mind. Cool. And just like that, we're done with Necropolis. Now, you can go... We could go to Set and discuss. He would ask us to clear up the super mutants. We're not gonna do this in this playthrough, because I believe if you kill the super mutants, you're gonna have a bad ending for Necropolis. The mutant army will attack Necropolis and sadness will be clear. We're gonna go back to Vault 13 now. Hopefully we encounter... If we encounter something, hopefully we encounter something nice, like a unique random encounter would be pretty sweet. Nope, now we get just a normal one. Just 2 normal rat scorpions. Boring year old rat scorpions. By the way, now I can aim my attacks for 3 bloody action points. We also blinded that Persod, but Tycho didn't want any of that shit. Oh my god, Tycho. Chill. Chill, Tycho, chill. We're not even gonna take tails. I don't think they're worth enough. We're just gonna go quickly to Vault 13 because we have plenty to do in Vault 13. Plenty. God, I wish these things. Oh! This, see, I critically hit it in the eyes for 6 hit points, summoning a creature to the great rat catcher in the sky. What does this mean? Like, on a scale of from 1 to 100, if you critical, there is a tiny chance, I believe it's like 10% of the critical hits are insta-gibs. No matter the health or no matter the importance of an enemy. I just insta-gibbed it. I'll try it. There are some weapons that have bonuses to that insta-gib, and some weapons, and there are some perks that give you that bonus to increase it further. I don't know how it works exactly, but I believe it's a random random dice roll, and if it gets high enough, it just insta-gibs, no matter the enemy. Some enemies are of course immune to it, like boss fights, boss enemies and such, but you know, that's pretty clear. We can now fancy ourselves into the entrance, into the living quarters, or into the command center of Vault 13. Heard about some of these places before, but never been in one. Seems nice and clean, and a little too clean for my taste. Welcome to Vault 13. Now, after a month or so, or 15 days, I don't remember, or a week, you are able to return to Vault 13. Normally, you're not supposed to do 2 quests that are available There are 2 quests that are available here, but normally you're not supposed to do them before you retrieve the water chip. But you can still do them, even after you get a water chip. Now, I don't remember exactly how to trigger them, to be completely honest. Hi, Rob Sage. Hello, how goes the search? Not so good. I knew that there was no hope. I don't think we'll get a new chip in time. I think that some of us should move outside before it's too late. I think that's a good idea. Maybe you should come to one of our meetings. Teresa has some good ideas. We meet in the room on the 2nd level at 5 o'clock each evening. I'll think about it. So, what time is it? It's just too shy of 5 o'clock, so let's rest 2 hours. Now, there should be a meeting in Teresa's room. Ian! Move out of the door! Thank you. Ian. He's just that guy. That kind of guy. Now, is this Teresa? Yeah, she is Teresa. Let's go talk to her. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Rob Sage. How fares your journey? Not very well. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope that you're able to find the chip soon. With all the hazards I've been running into, it may take some time. From what I've read, the outside isn't really all that dangerous, but I suppose that you would know better. Oh, wait. I selected the wrong option. It's good to hear that. I knew that the outside world couldn't be as bad as everyone says. I mean, our ancestors lived outside, right? But that paranoid overseer won't let us leave. Or they're simply trying to protect us. The outside world is dangerous too. Let's actually... Well, it's not that bad, honestly. We didn't even die yet, right? Let's sort of say that. I knew that the outside couldn't be too bad. That's why I've been trying to convince some people to come outside with me. I think that we have a better chance of survival out here. Out there. What are you smoking? Oh, get real. Do you really think that we can live in this vault generation after generation? Maybe you can find a new chip, but what happens when the next thing breaks down? And the next? Maybe we can stay here forever, but rushing out into the world without preparation and without the consent of the group isn't the answer. I suppose. I always figured that he just had some sort of power trip, but I guess that he wouldn't be the overseer if he wasn't really concerned about our welfare, would he? I guess we should just wait and see if we can find the chip. Don't worry, I'll take care of it. There we go. 750 experience points for peacefully calming the Vault Revolutionary faction. Just like that. There is a second quest. Again, not supposed to be done when you're searching. We're supposed to do it before you find the chip. Hello. Hello, Rob Sage. Hello, how are you doing? I'm not feeling very well. Someone cracked my head with a big pipe. I went to the medic, but my head still hurts. Sure hope someone catches the jerk that hit me. Why did they do that? Well, they attacked me while I was here pretty late one night. Usually I go home by 8 or so, but I was staying late since someone had some water stolen and I was checking out our supplies. Next thing I know, I wake up in the med lab with a big bump on my head. Things are getting crazy around here. Someone is going to get killed for water soon, and I don't know what we can do about it. I'll see what I can do. Now, I believe I accepted the quest right now. Did I? Yeah, find the water thief. So I'm gonna save the game. I do not rightly remember how this quest is completed, but I do believe we go into the meeting room. And then we rest until midnight. And everyone should be gone, and this guy comes in. It might take a few tries. I do remember that last time I played, it took me a couple of tries to get it right. I don't rightly remember what I have to do. I do know that he just stops moving out of for some reason. There, he probably is checking what the hell he's doing right now. Or if there is anyone checking him out, because he wants to steal the water. I don't know. Let's talk about Vault 13's lore, right? Scheduled to open 200 years after the war. The water chip was supposed to break down. That was the deal with the water chip. The water chip would break down eventually. Now we go in and meet him in the supply room. Can you open the door, please? Can you open the door, please? Hey, you. Hello, Rob Sage. Hello. What are you doing here at this time? I was worried about the vault, and I had a nightmare. I couldn't get back to sleep, so I thought I'd take a walk and relax. I'm sorry, but I'm looking for the water thief, and I need to see what you're carrying. Don't touch me! I don't have anything! Now leave me alone! Would you rather have a bullet in your head? Okay. I've got nothing to hide. Look for yourself. Thanks for solving that case. This will help morale quite a bit. Just like that. 1000 XP. So, the water chip, I have to thank again my good friend Van, who I discussed the lore of games with a lot, for reminding me that the water chip was scheduled to break down eventually, and it was the experiment was basically how the hell were they gonna handle it. So they sent me out to find a replacement chip. That's how they handled it. I do also believe that this vault was supposed to be like one of the emergency vault for experiments. Basically, if the Enclave needed experiments, fresh human experiments with untainted human experiments from the radiation, they would come and pick up people from the vault. Good 135 years after the war, which is the events of Fallout 2, by the way. Now let's go talk to the overseer, good old man overseer. Hey, buddy.
Have you found the chip?
Yes, but I think we should talk about letting people leave the vault.
Well, you've certainly earned that right. But let's take care of survival first. Give me the chip and we'll discuss this when you give your report.
Fair enough.
Okie dokie. One moment. The chip is initializing. There it goes. Self-test is green. Reboot is good. Ha! It's working! And it looks like we have a winner! Oh, you've saved us. You've done it.
It was nothing.
Nothing? No. Oh, no. It was something. Don't downplay what you've done. You've saved a lot of lives. All right. Now we need a report on what's out there. Please, go to the library.
Okay. By the way, refusing to give him the chip, he will outright take the machine guns or miniguns out of his little overseer tower and murder your ass. You gain 7,500 experience points for returning the water chip and saving the vault. Congratulations. And right now, no more timers. Timer is gone for good. We're gonna level up though. We're getting levels like crazy in this game, yo. I love it. Love it. Putting a lot in small guns and a bit in science. Perfect. Small guns because we're gonna get a really nice gun sometime soon and it's gonna be grand. Let's go talk to the overseer and hear what he has to say about the water situation now that it's solved, or else. Hey.
I just wanted to let you know that the water supply is stabilized. Actually, we're rebuilding our reserves. You did great. I am a little concerned, however.
About what?
I don't like your reports. What was in the reports, that is. In fact, they scared the heck out of me. It's those mutants. I've done some calculations and, well, I've come to an unpleasant conclusion.
What is that?
The mutant population is far greater than could be expected by natural growth or mutations. This leads me to believe, and I don't really understand it, but it looks like someone's generating new mutants, and at a startling rate.
Must be a lab somewhere then.
Exactly. And as you've probably guessed, none of these mutations could have occurred naturally, even with the radiation from the war.
What do you want me to do about it?
As long as someone is creating hostile mutants at this rate, the vault's safety is at stake. Find and destroy this lab as soon as you can.
Once more into the breach, my friend.
You have no idea how sorry I am to send you back out.
Well, I have the idea, and that is so sorry that you don't actually make a counter-argument to me going out there. Huh? Mr. Overseer? You know what, never mind. He's just the Overseer, I guess. And as you know, usually Overseers of Vault-Tech vaults, they know what social experiment is going on. They are informed. They're the ones that communicate with the government. And that is no conspiracy theory right there. The rats are still here, by the way. So is the blood. In fact, we did it in like 45 of the days from... Not even 40 or 30 days since the timer started. 30 days out of 150 and we found the water chip, completing everything there was to complete on the way. Pretty great, isn't it? Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. We're gonna discuss a bit more about the lore of vaults next time, alongside with the lore of the hub. Until then, be well. Bye!